Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. 2022, Ryan Coogler. 1 year after the death of King T'Challa, this film follows Princess Shuri and Queen Ramonda as they attempt to rebuild and maintain Wakanda's position as a superpower in world politics. However, a new nation, the nation of Talokan under the water, attacks a vessel using technology meant to detect vibranium. Talokan's leader, Namor the Submariner, seeks to wage war with the surface world and tries to enlist Wakanda's help. Upon rejection, Namor's war begins by attacking Wakanda. With war looming on many fronts, Princess Shuri must try to stop Namor before catastrophe occurs. R.I.P. Chadwick, I guess? I mean, the guy shot all those movies and got yoked while fighting stomach cancer. Guy was a goddamn G for doing that. But this doesn't stop this film and the first Black Panther from being aggressively mid. But at least this film is better than the first Black Panther and Thor Love and Thunder in certain respects. The visual style of this film is incredibly inconsistent, but Ryan Coogler though seems to be one of the directors that the mouse loosens his leash for just a bit. There are occasionally some really well-composed shots and interesting imagery uses in this film that resembles something by a director with a vision. The entire start of the film is way different from like any Marvel film, really. It's very quiet and emotional and understated. As well, all the big CGI clusterfuck shots were kind of nice to look at as well. There's lots of imagination in those for what they are. But the editing in this film just nauseates me. The action scenes ranged from tolerable to just vomit-inducing. The fight scene in that lab with the royal guards was a fucking nightmare of cutting and choppiness, and it immediately gave me a headache. The rest of them, on average, were fine, but left much to be desired. The music, though, strangely enough, I actually kind of enjoyed. Composed by Ludwig Göransson, who did the stuff for Mandalorian and Boba Fett, the combination of orchestral sort of progressions with African arrangements was really fitting for the setting and the tone. The compositions never felt too corny or insistent and always maintained a nice atmosphere in the background. The soundtrack, while it is a bunch of fucking radio rap and pop music with some fluffy arrangements here and there, it did its job. It fit the movie. The Rihanna song at the end was actually kinda nice. You know. Writing-wise, I think after Thor Love and Thunder, this film proved to be a nice breath of fresh air. Mostly because the film actually respected the character it was about. While the script certainly wasn't subtle, I found the reverence it had for King T'Challa and what he meant for the nation of Wakanda, it was logical for the film. The emotional moments were pretty cut and paste and barely did anything for me outside of monkey brain reactions, but it maintained a consistent and understandable tone, and that I respected.
However,
I feel this film probably had the lowest jokes that landed ratio of any Marvel movie I've seen recently. I think there was one moment throughout this entire film that kind of nearly got a chuckle out of me. That's it. But at least the film didn't have a cringe, what are those joke. You now remember that in the first Black Panther there was a what are those joke. Fucking killed me. Major problems though with this film I find lie in its length and the villain. This film is 2 hours and 40 minutes and good goddamn did it not need to be that. I understood the purpose of each scene and why it was there, but Coogler could have easily retooled this script to be 2 hours, maybe a little less. It would have hit the same beats and most likely have communicated this in a more efficient manner. You know, cut a bunch of fluff. That's all I'm asking. The latter of these problems, the villain, look, I do not care that Namor's a Latino dude now. Couldn't care less. Also, if you want to redesign Namor to look more like an Aztec Mayan warrior, that's fine with me. It honestly looks really cool and I dig it. But the really blunt and ham-fisted origin story for Namor, where he's this victim of Spanish colonization, didn't need to happen. Seriously. It's Namor. He's the fucking king of Atlantis. He's also a fucking mutant. You don't need the blunt backstory. People encroaching on Atlantis and being fearful of a mutant is allegory enough. Fuck. Our cast in this film do a solid job with the material they're given. Angela Bassett and Letitia Wright were pretty damn good as Queen Ramonda and Princess Shuri, respectively. Angela Bassett is just fucking built, and she exudes queen energy. That was... I'm sorry I said that, but whatever, you know what I mean. She carried herself in the role well, and her emotion was sold with conviction. It was done convincingly. Letitia Wright, while she could have maybe packed on some weight for the role, she was fucking skinny. She also gave a compelling performance. Her little emotional moment right at the end, where she's remembering, you know, Chadwick Boseman, that was nice. You have newcomer Tenoch Huerta, I believe that's how you say his name. Apologies if I butchered that. He was pretty fun as Namor the Submariner. He was looking jacked in this role. He did the bulk. Maybe forgot to cut though. Like, he could be charming in one scene and decently intimidating in the next. He made that transition well. And the supporting cast also had some good moments as well. We had Denai Guerrera, we have Denai Guerrera, I believe. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but whatever. She was good as the Royal Guard lady, I forget her name. She seemed to be really into this role. I like it. We also had Michael B. Jordan showing up, and he killed it in the scene he got. Also, the girl that played Riri Williams, she was fine. I fucking hate Riri Williams as a character, but the actress worked for the character. Yeah. Good cast, though. Everyone seemed to be digging the material. In the end, Wakanda Forever is just more Marvel nonsense. But at least it had some decent moments. It handled the main character about as well as it could have, and the tone was superior to the first film and Thor Love and Thunder. While the character of Namor was handled unsubtly, and the film was long, Black Panther 2 was an inoffensive and at times tolerable movie night. If you're a cape shit fanatic, you'll probably have already seen it. If not, you might enjoy this one. I don't know. Anyways, and I'm feeling a 5.5 out of 10 on this one. Yeah, it's fine. It's mid. Whatever. Cape shit. Catch you later, guys.